They're in the lower tier of the playoff contenders, hanging out at the 7th spot in the Eastern Conference.
This is a special matchup. I mean, we got here tonight. Two rival franchises, a lot of history between the two, and some bad blood. So let's just see how all this adds up in terms of drama.
And, guys, I think if you ask them, as far as they're concerned, this game counts twice in the standings. I mean, it carries that kind of weight. It really holds that kind of significance.
Evan Turner is out there with Amir Johnson. That's Tony Allen, and it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's the Nets now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Jack dishes to Young. Back to Jack. 6 to shoot. Down low. Young inside. Johnson on him. Young's shot is off. On defense, Brooklyn. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Here's Jack following the basket by Freak. Lopez a screen. And Jack kicks to Chandler. The dish to Thornton. Lopez inside. He's guarded by Johnson. There's the bucket. Good.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now here's Olynyk. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. They get the rebound. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Young sets a screen for Jack. Inside. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Turner passes to Speedy. Jack with the defensive effort.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Marcus Thornton on the wing. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him.
And Turner kicks to Johnson. No problems knocking that one down. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Thornton. There's the double team with Allen. Lopez with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. And that one's good. 6 points for Brook Lopez. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Speedy. Deflects the pass. Lopez with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. New group in for the Celtics. Olynyk, he's checked in for Sullinger. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Tony Allen's checked in for Turner. And Speedy subbed in for Brantley. On the floor for Boston. Speedy, he's in at shooting guard. Amir Johnson is out there with Tony Allen. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Olynyk in at the 5 spot. Now here's Allen, following the miss by Brook Lopez. No good from Speedy.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in.
Here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He finished with 19 points and added 3 rebounds as well. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Kilpatrick. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Speedy, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. You often hear athletes saying they do it for the fans, but with Freak, he really backs up his talk with his actions. In fact, I've seen it firsthand. He's one of the more accessible and interactive NBA stars out there.
Yeah, I say he's walking the talk in that regard. I mean, he really looks out for his fans, appreciates them, respects them, understands them, engages with them. I think he's one of a kind in being sincere and genuine in looking after the fans.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Robinson comes in for Young. And Jack, here we go. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Passes it to Hickson. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And that one's good. Allen's got his first 2 points.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Nets leading by 12. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Jack with a screen on Allen. Hickson a screen. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it to Hickson to the left side wing. And Jack, here we go. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the first one drops. And Jarrett Jack drops them both. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Nets out in front, leading by 14. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
All right, now, I want everyone.
Okay, guys, let's talk about that first half. We've given this crowd way too much to cheer about. The second half is going to be played on our terms. You got me? We need to stay tight on their shooters. They've had too much space. Let's get up in their jerseys and defend. I'd also love to see us get our three-point game going. That would really help us trim the deficit. And let's not lean too much on the fast break in the second half. Get things set up when we can. The points will come fast enough. Don't worry. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
All right, now, I want everyone here to come.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Well, Lopez has been great. 12 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
Jarrett Jack is out there with Thornton. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then it's Young, and it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Jack, here we go, and he gets the bucket. Jack's got 6.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Johnson. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. Here's Turner. He sinks the 11-footer.
That's a very good high percentage look right there.
Nets leading by 12. And here is Jack. He has 6. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Lopez a screen. Chandler attacking. No good. And it's Boston the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And what got them that win was the remarkable success they had from the floor. I mean, just a tremendous shooting performance all the way around.
Hey, you can't expect that kind of shooting to happen all the time on a nightly basis. But when it does, boy, does it feel good and look good.
Here's Jack following the three-pointer by Boston. Dishes it to Chandler. Outside Jack, just 5 on the clock. Makes it off the glass. Jack's got his third basket of the night.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Johnson dishes to Turner. To the middle. Here's Speedy.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Jack. 9th in free throw percentage. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And yeah, you know, he's the real deal at the foul line. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Been a great game tonight for Speedy. He's got 11 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Crowder comes in for Johnson. And Thomas subbed in for Allen. And the basket by Kilpatrick.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Puts it up from 12. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Speedy.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Young. Rebound Boston. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Really a manhandle on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
Here's Thornton after the made shot from Evan Turner. Screened by Young. The feed now to Lopez. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Lopez has got 14 points.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. 5th on the list, Freak.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players. Those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Wilson Chandler. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound Boston. Speedy's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Bradley drives in. And stolen by Thornton. There's 1:47 left in the third. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's got 6. Pass to Kilpatrick. He's looking for Hickson and finds him. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sullinger. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You look at Boston. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, Brooklyn, 3 spots below.
And right now for the Nets, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
You know, you're right. They're not that far from being true contenders, but it doesn't look like this is the season for them to do so.
Here's Thomas, following the basket by Thomas Robinson. Here's Speedy. Misses the 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Jarrett Jack is checked in for Brooklyn. He doesn't usually fire from out there. 17 points for Freak.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And Jack, here we go. Can't connect from short range. Celtics trail by 8. 3-on-3. Here's Bradley. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Now here is Jack. Not a lot of room. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that...
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is up to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Nets leading by 6. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston. Speedy in at point guard. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Allen in at the 2 guard. Chandler against Turner. Out to the wing. Here's Speedy. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Johnson kicks to Turner. Nice ball movement by Boston. Speedy the pass to Johnson. Lopez with the steal. Here's Chandler. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got assist number 5 here tonight. Celtics trail by 6. Passes to Speedy. Johnson dishes to Turner. Here's Speedy. Poked loose.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Marcus Thornton just checked in for Jarrett Jack.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Speedy. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The shot by Chandler, wide open. Lopez kicks to Young. Over Johnson. Goes up again. Here's Lopez. That's good.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue.
The pass to Johnson. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Thornton against Allen. Thornton dishes to Young. And Turner with the block. Chandler with another miss.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. The Celtics have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. It's Allen with the drive. Here's Speedy. And just miss after miss right now.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Now here's Thornton. Lopez kicks to Thornton. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Feeds it to Olynyk. Lopez with the steal. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Allen against Thornton. Here's Lopez. The rebound by Speedy. Speedy's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shoots a 3. Good. Speedy's got 22. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath. You're right.
All right, now, I want everyone here.
A moment to check in. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Jarrett Jack is checked in for Hollis Jefferson.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Jack. He kicks to Lopez. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
There's 1:38 left in the game. Jack passes to Lopez. Back to Jack. Just 4 to shoot. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And the Nets lead by 12.
No hesitation when he saw the space that he was giving him. That's 2.
Speedy. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Now here's Chandler. 1:06 left in the fourth. Back to Lopez. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nets.
I agree, Steve. And this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him, too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on. And that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And, Greg, this gives them some gloating room, if you will. It's a special win because now they'll finish 3-1 against them.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Brook Lopez. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Both good from the line that time. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The dish to Smart. Here's Speedy. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Well, the points count, but I wouldn't bet the defense rushes out to prevent another. Shot attempt from out there. That's way out there.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Brook Lopez. What you think, Shaq?
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you are joining us today as we enter the final episodes of the NBA regular season. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Moments away in Boston, it'll be the Celtics going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. There are a lot of really exciting players in Orlando, some freakish athletes to say the least. Which Magic player would you say, Kenny, is the most exciting to watch?
Ooh, most exciting? But most intriguing I'm waiting to see probably is Aaron Gordon. You know, he didn't get a lot of chances last season, but he showed he could be a load and have a handful of athletic players.
We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Orlando. And they're 18 games off the lead. Not the best team in the league for sure, but more than capable of winning on any given night.
And they come into this game trailing 2-1 on the season series. A little added motivation tonight, no doubt about it, as they look to even things up and settle the score.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And even if it's just time,
fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Jennings out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's Fournier in at the 3 spot. No good from Speedy. On defense, the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. It gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
Here's Allen. Boston again missing. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. He told me he looks forward to games like this, saying this is a team we're facing that really knows how to play and how to execute their offense. And certainly at our best, we can do the same thing. So for an old school guy like myself, it really makes the game enjoyable. It becomes a mental challenge as much as a physical one. A great point, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. So keeping the opposing shooters in check, guys, they're making that a very high priority right now.
I think that's smart. I mean, you have to identify what your opponent's strengths are, and he's done it correctly.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, if you let their shooters get even a tad comfortable, you're playing with major fire there.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
And Oladipo, here we go. Johnson with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. And that is a major league.
This, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page.
Speedy's checked in for Tony Allen. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Orlando. Speedy in a 2-guard. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Johnson. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Turner in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Jennings with the bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Johnson, the pass to Speedy. The shot misses. Great D that time from Jennings. From deep. Out to Payton. Gordon with a screen on Thomas. No good from Payton.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Jennings drives in to the left wing. Vucevic had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Thomas against Payton. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Lets it go from the wing. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 6 points for Victor Oladipo.
Well, I tell you what, that was a heck of a shot, Kevin, from Victor Oladipo.
Here's Turner. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Passes it to Gordon. Lots of room. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Gordon's got his first points of the game. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. Johnson the screen. Back to Thomas. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
From deep. Offensive rebound. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys.
For Boston. Crowder, he's checked in for Johnson. Avery Bradley comes in for Turner. And Speedy subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And a switcher also for Orlando. Fournier is checked in. Now here's Stuckey. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a 3-second violation. Boston ball.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics. Their last game, a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn.
Hey, you know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
For Orlando, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6, and he makes the first.
Even though they're trailing, they're having some success from the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it.
Tony Allen's checked in for Marcus Smart.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Now here's the fast break. Stuckey leading the way. And the lead is down inside single digits. Here's Speedy. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. 9 seconds left in the first half. Sloan dishes to Vucevic with 1 on the clock. Can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so we conclude the first half. It's the Celtics. They're up by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. now the third quarter have to get going.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Thomas. He's got 16 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Victor Oladipo is out there with Jennings. And it's Fournier in at the 3 slot. Oladipo, the pass to Fournier, and he gets the bucket. Fournier's got the first basket of the second half here for the Magic.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
The Magic trail by 8. Oladipo with the ball. Outside Gordon. A 3-pointer off the mark. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from 3-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets really lit it up. He finished with 28 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
From deep, it's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Oladipo outside. Again, Oladipo missing. Celtics leading by 4. Jennings with the steal. Here's Fournier. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Turner off the drive. Kicks it out to Johnson. Olynyk the pass to Speedy. From 12 feet out. Good. Speedy's got 6. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to Detroit.
And nothing to be ashamed about in that game. It was a great effort, I thought, all around. They just needed to have 1 or 2 breaks go their way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, both teams I thought played well enough to win the ball game, and yet it doesn't work out that way.
We got to be more physical on defense.
Unfortunately, they were the ones who came up short.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Vucevic. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Tries again. No luck. Good D by Payton.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Olynyk with the steal. Outside Thomas. Over to the wing. Here's Speedy. Not really his range, and it's off target.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. But it's good. Nice touch there from Speedy. Speedy's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
To the inside, out to Turner. Here's Speedy. It's rebounded by Payton.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
He feeds it to Vucevic. The fader. That's good. Vucevic has got 13 points.
Boston timeout.
Numbers for Turner. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 6 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
Well, you know it, Greg. You earn your minutes in this league. He's working at it, and I think more will come with time.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Olynyk. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Turner. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Fournier, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside Bradley. In the corner, Smart with it. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Sloan. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging a... about 6.5 points a game. Clock is at 3, and the wide open shot from Stuckey. No good off the front iron.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Crowder, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
The Celtics making a switch here. Allen's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Shabazz Napier's checked in for Evan Fournier. The drive by Vucevic. On the wing, Stuckey. Stuckey with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
To the paint, Speedy. No good with the layup.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And that's it for the third quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Speedy, he's in at point guard. Jay Crowder out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Allen. And it's Sullinger in at the 5, patrolling the pace. That's the Boston 5.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Napier kicks to Stuckey. Pick by Vucevic. Bradley against Stuckey. There's the triple. Rebound Boston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Bradley gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Fire that pass on the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
Napier passes to Oladipo. He dishes it to Napier. Offline with his 3. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Gordon dishes to Oladipo. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
A moment. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
Here's Fournier. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
Dishes to Olynyk. Johnson kicks to Turner. Pass to Speedy. Tries a three, and that one's good. Speedy's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Jennings passes to Vucevic. It's Oladipo on the wing. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Turner. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Magic trail by 14. Down low and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Johnson dishes to Turner. There's the three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Now Jennings lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Olynyk's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the feed to Allen. They set the screen. And there's the pass to Olynyk. Expanding his range. No good from Speedy. The Magic trail by 17. Jennings kicks to Oladipo. Shot from free throw range. Kept alive Orlando. Here are the Celtics with the ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Back to Allen. Here's Speedy. He's guarded by Jennings. Fires from deep. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Speedy. Speedy's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Boston. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Jennings and the pass to Vucevic. He was all alone on that one.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
To the middle, got a piece of it, and stolen by Jennings. There's the dish to Fournier. Kicks it to Oladipo. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And, Greg, I don't think we can overstate how significant that was for them today. I mean, beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
And I don't think anybody saw a performance like this one coming tonight. What a big-time game for Speedy. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Sullinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. Bradley's checked in for Evan Turner. And Smart subbed in for Tony Allen. And so here's Orlando. They trail by 18. for three, and he gets it to go.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Kept alive by Boston. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Napier. Pass to Stuckey. Baseline jumper. Here's Fournier. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Speedy. Boston, no good that time either. Napier. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
We got to forget about that one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.